All right. You know what time it is? It's time for more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I actually kind of had Final Fantasy in, but I guess we'll start Final Fantasy on Thursday. Because of how I jostled my schedule around and just that I didn't stream the last 2 days, pretty much the only thing that really got delayed was Fire Emblem, which is fine. I mean, at this point, that's just like a matter of, that's just life, I guess, for Fire Emblem. I'll finish it someday. And definitely before the end of the year. I couldn't imagine, we have like 6 chapters left in it. I couldn't imagine that even if all I did was the 6 chapters and like none of the paralogs, that like anything would be like, you know, that serious or whatever. So it's no biggie. I'll finish it soon. Plus we have the Pokemon DLC coming out on the 13th. So that will be a week from tomorrow. Pokemon SV DLC. Let's see. When is it coming out? I have no idea. Sports Illustrated writes about video games? That's crazy. Man, it is impossible to do. What is the release date? Holy shit. Yeah. Okay, September 13th. So that's a week from tomorrow. I gotta think. This music is making me nostalgic and flashing back to when I was 21 or whatever. How old was I? How old was I? 23. Yes. I mean, I know it's weird to say that, but like, I will never forget how fun it was to play this game in like almost a complete marathon setting way back when. Let me turn up the volume just a bit because it seems like it's a little bit low. I don't know if I messed around with OBS's volume. For some reason, OBS is really low in Windows, and I'm not sure why. Assassin's franchise? Oh my god, it takes you to the PlayStation Store. No, I already played and beat Valhalla. Holy shit. I already played. Dude, look, I get it. When did this DLC come out? Hold on. Assassin's Creed Odyssey crossover DLC release date. December 14th, 2021, bro. It was first unveiled by Ubisoft on the Assassin's Creed YouTube channel along with the announcement of Dawn of Ragnarok. Good lord, dude. Yeah, so this is actually almost 2-year-old DLC. I can't believe it. I didn't even know it existed until like a couple months ago. I thought it really was. I thought when I planned this out, I really thought that it was just the Valhalla finale, which is apparently free. But apparently there's like multiple Valhalla DLCs. One of them is a roguelite. I don't know if I'm going to really enjoy that too much. We might just, you know, try it. It's got some story elements to it, but it's not that serious. I definitely want to finish the big DLC. But what I'd also like to do is I'd also like to plan out what is it called? I need to plan out like certain streams for like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I also need to figure out my DS situation, which I guess I'll try to work on. It's just I'm busy most days and I just don't, I'm either, yeah, whatever. Anyway, hey Spray, so I don't care about Starfield, but I did learn about the game to not spoilers okay to speak about. I would prefer to go in as blind as possible. I already kind of have to like tune out indefinite mute in my Discord. The game technically isn't even out for the general audiences yet, so like I would like to play it. I don't know how Devin's thing is going, but I'm definitely playing it this Sunday. Like this Sunday, I'm guaranteed playing it no matter what. If he comes in today and says he's played it, I'll play it tomorrow, or on Thursday. And that means I'll move Final Fantasy somewhere. But I would like to try to go into it blind. Unfortunately, we're at the point now where if you don't buy a game when it has the super early launch window, good fucking luck not seeing a billion things about it by people, you know? Like, if this was, like, a decade ago, like, you would have been fine. Like, yeah, people tweet and stuff and talk about it, but it's really, like, rare, I guess. I don't know. Alright, have we done everything on this island? I think so. I think the only thing left to do is the DLC. Let me take a drink real quick. So then I will just bully you to do what I want. I'll figure something out, that's for sure. Have we done everything in here? How do you see if you've done everything in an area? I feel like we have, right? There's a way to do it. Here we go. No, not my photos. Hide completed. Yeah, and you can't complete towns. Towns are uncompletable. Like I said, it makes me nostalgic and it makes me kind of sad, man. Like, I really almost don't even want to finish this. Like, I don't know. I like this game so much more than people will give it credit for. And I just feel bad. Like, so many people will never give it a fair shake. What? Where are my quests? Is it because I'm loading in? It's a little weird. Huh? What happened to the quests? Game? What is going on? Why are there no quests? What the hell is this? I think my game glitched. I might have to reload it after all of that. Yeah, like, what the hell is all... What is this? There's nothing... Here you go. Gameplay icons. Yeah, dude, there's no quests. All the quests disappeared. I think we will have to reload. That's kind of fucked a little bit. Not all treasure should be found. This was at the end of the session, right? Yeah, I think so. Holy shit, I didn't even start to play the game. It already glitched out. There's no quests, which means there's no quest marker, which means I will never find the quest. It could be anywhere. not even the other quests in the mainland are there. The Lost Stories of Greece or whatever. I guess that'll be the final thing I'll do on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'll complete every quest in the game besides the repeatables, which obviously you can never complete. That's insane. Well, I like this game, but I never said it was glitch-free. Even the games I like have glitches, so not much you can do about that, unfortunately. But yeah, we will have streams to set up for Pokemon. Since okay, actually, really quickly, let me close the chat on as a window. There we go. Now it works. Okay. Sometimes you just got to give a quick reset. It's all good. Nothing terrible happened. They had me scared for a little bit, but sometimes a quick reset is all you need. I mean, hey, like a lot of these just modern games are glitchy. They got a lot of shit going on. I don't expect these guys to iron out every single glitch. Like, even in Nintendo games, you know, they have glitches and stuff. You know what I mean? Remember when you could duplicate in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and I was doing that for hours at a time to get tons of fucking items that were usually once per save file? Yeah, that's just a thing in games. You can't find every glitch in every game. Even like the OG games have some easy to execute glitches and shit. So, no, nothing's perfect. Where are they? Yeah.
Laka, what happened here? Where are they?
Torn clothes? What is this, pottery?
No wonder the sandal broke.
Yeah.
It was hardly held together. It must have come from a poor area of Corfu.
Okay.
Something's blocking this.
Okay. Guess we gotta go in from the back. What system? Xbox, probably. I don't know. I could look if you give me a minute. There you go. I actually like that as a puzzle. Sometimes the simplest puzzles are the most effective, you know?
A rusted sword. Only a pirate would use a blade like this. They must have attacked them here.
So what, a bunch of pirates and poor people kidnapped them?
Looks like they were dragged north of the city.
Okay. There's one more.
I should watch my step around here.
What? What do you mean? Want to hear a gross but funny story? Now I'm scared. Am I gonna get TOS'd for this, Viv? the story about the time I went go-karting and bit the shit out of my tongue, right? Yeah, I definitely did. Not it was really gross. I couldn't eat hot foods. It was really really unpleasant. That was a long time ago. That must have been like 2000. I must have been 7 or 8 years old when that happened. I don't know, man. I'm paranoid. What's cool today is not cool tomorrow. I don't know. Go on. Go ahead. What is it? What's up? Wait. Is this anything? No. How do you get in this? Oh. Well, I found it faster than I normally would.
Sailors use this kind of rope. It's poor quality, so not the type used by soldiers.
Yeah, so they're taken by pirates, basically. Rhodotos and the professor were dragged to the northern part of the city. So what, like right over here? They have easy access to a boat, so they're probably in, like... Well, this is a military shipyard, so it's probably not here, right? Yeah, it's probably over here. Well, I mean, there you go. The pirate warehouse. Shocker, I know. What is TOS? Terms of service. When people say TOS, it means like, will doing something violate the terms of service of the website I'm on. That's what they mean. Terms of service. So like, if I were to, you know... Oh wow, they're not... Oh, you know what? Because this is a neutral area. You know, like if I were to... I don't know. What's something people get banned for? You know how it is. I was half making a joke. Don't worry about it. No sweat. By the way, stuff's not loading again. This game is scaring me, bro. Like, what the hell? Holy shit. Where are they? Where's all the enemies? Maybe they're all dead from when I came in here earlier. They just never respawned them.
This must be the place. I'll check the warehouse.
Or maybe they'll show up in a second. It's an ambush.
This better be the place.
What the hell?
Malaka. I'm not here. But there sure is a lot of marble. Maybe the pirates smuggle it out of the quarry.
I think of the original series. For what, like Star Trek? Alright, let's grab this chest, even though it's not part of the objectives for this area. Let's grab it anyway. Yeah, I think I got Starfield for the Xbox. I'm pretty sure that's the only thing it's out on. It's not out on PlayStation. I think it's a timed exclusive. So yeah, well, you know, I'm a console guy. I like playing on console. That's why I specifically deleted a bunch of games. That's the new thing, unfortunately, is that, like, you have to delete a bunch of games off your hard drives now with these new consoles because they just don't have the space to hold a variety of games. Like, I had maybe 10 games installed, and I was already running out of space on my PS5. I was like, bro, so what about Star Ocean, which I only ever made one video for and then never fucking made another part? What about, you know, like, I want to play what's that game? The one that just had its sequel canceled, which is, you know, fantastic. The one that's like this game. Fucking, Icarus, dude. Immortals Phoenix Rising. I actually wanted to play it because it's made by the same team that made this game. And from what I've seen of it, it has a lot of the same gameplay. So I'm actually very interested in it. I actually will probably play it. I bought it. That was one of the first games I bought for my PlayStation 5, was Immortals Phoenix Rising and Watch Dogs Legion. So maybe what'll happen is in the next couple of weeks or the next couple of months, I'll play both of those. Now, obviously, you know, Starfield will be Starfield will be Sunday, Thursday, and maybe even Saturday. I'll have to ask Devin. I know that Saturday is like a busy day for him, but I would like to make a good amount of progress in it, especially since it's a new game. You know, I obviously want to play it a lot. So, Arceus may move to Fridays.
The quarry. I hope I find them here.
Everyone's still dead. I hope my game isn't super glitched. Because they did not respawn any of these dudes. Although, then again, maybe we're just having a fun time.
That body? No, it can't be. Is that the Rhodotos?
Is it? After all this time, I finally found the treasure, all thanks to your friends. But treasure is nothing without the key that imprisons it. I have the storyteller, and I'll spare his life if you hand over the key. Bring it to the mountain near the overgrown ruins, or the next body will be his. So no, it's not him. Thank fuck. Oh. It's not him. This must be the professor. You had me scared, man.
I'll come back for you. But
Yeah,
thank
whoever
the
the hell
gods
you
it
were.
wasn't Hirozo's.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to find him.
Poor guy never met or never knew. But luckily it wasn't the guy I care about. I just really like this game, man. I'm sad. I just think as I get older, there's like less and less like really like happy things in my life. And you know, obviously I'm grateful for my family, my friends, hell, even the people that show up on the streams I'm very grateful for. But it just seems like outside of that, like there's not really much to really get excited or pumped for. Like I'll play games and games make me happy and stuff, but like I'm limited, you know? Just time-wise, financially, things like that. It's very unfortunate. I do kind of miss the glory days, you know? The good old days when everything just seemed much more magical and colorful. Hell, even when I was in middle school and, you know, the early parts of college, things were just more robust, I guess. I don't know how to say it. Like I always say, you know, playing games like this, I remember when I got Darksiders 2. And Darksiders 2 came out on the same day as Sleeping Dogs. And it's crazy to think that one of those went on to never get a sequel. It got like some weird like mobile game, you know, or weird online browser game, and then Square Enix bungled it and then wasted all the money they had for it, and then we're like, no sequel. Even though the sequel like had a lot of interesting ideas, and we'll just never get to see a sequel to Sleeping Dogs. And that's like terrible because it was such a unique, refreshing style of game, and I really enjoyed it. It was like the alternate GTA. But all we've seen since then is a bunch of GTA clones go and die, basically. They come out, yeah, they might be good for a little bit or whatever, and then they just disappear, and then that's it. I mean, Saints Row, Volition literally went out of business not even yesterday. Or not even, what, 3 days ago? 4 days ago? It was like the last day of August, like a week ago. Volition is already toast. And, you know, it just makes me feel sad that, like, a lot of games that, you know, could have had really great sequels made by people who really loved the art, really loved the work. Maybe, you know, everyone got to retire. But, like, I feel like most of these old OGs are just leaving just because, you know,
This area will be
they spend years... Oh, shit. There's actually people here. They spend years, you know, working on their products, working on their craft. And then, you know, some assholes come along and are like, no, you have to put this, this, and this in your game. I mean, like, what are you gonna do? It's your fucking boss. Like, there's only so much you can fucking, you know, fight for. And I just feel really bad about that. Because, like, you know, it's people who gave a shit. And you can tell when people make a game and they don't give a shit. Which is why I say, like, people will shit on this game and Assassin's Creed in general. I feel like the people make the games and they give a shit. It's just that I think certain aspects of Assassin's Creed just doesn't really... I don't know who played this game and then was like, Valhalla shouldn't be like this. That's weird to me. Nope. I can't... Why can't I do it again? What the fuck? Why am I unable to go hidden? I'm very confused why I can't use this ability again. I have enough adrenaline. Nah, whatever. Oh shit, how do you dodge? Square. Yeah, I don't know why. It never let me use it again. That's really weird. I guess I was supposed to get caught and it didn't let me get caught for some reason. There you go. Death. And that rip does more damage as well, but they're already dead at that point. So who cares? Very nice. Woohoo! Yeah, no, I was supposed to watch Star Trek. That's just going to be another series that I will inevitably get to what? I'll inevitably get to someday. I just, you know, right now I'm watching One Piece. Probably after One Piece, you know, there's other stuff I'll watch. I'll see. Again, there's only so many hours in the day, you know what I mean? Like, I can record, I can stream, I can watch other YouTube videos or other things, you know? There's, like, I would like to get to it, but we'll see. And again, I'm not in, like, a super rush. Whoops. There you go. Dude, that AoE is so good, man. Where is he? Oh, shit.
You can't defeat me.
I wonder what kind of mods they have for this game on PC. The next time this shit goes on sale on Steam, I'm buying it. Just to see what mods they have. I'll support them. I like this game. Everyone who worked on this game is, like, cool in my book. This Origins, and I mean, Valhalla's story is a fucking slam. So I don't know. I think Valhalla has one of the best stories in the series, and they went really hard in that one aspect, and then like everything else is not bad, it's just average. That's because this game lets you basically create your own build, and I think a lot of games don't really do that too well. So start time, I have IBS, and eggs give me gas, others give me the runs with the store, Home Depot, and then it happens. Run to the bathroom, I let fly, I'd been eating a lot of eggs. Oh, at the time you didn't know. Yeah, I remember one time I was, it's not as bad as yours. I had, I think, eggs or something early in the morning, and I remember being on the train in the subway, and I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, it was one of those days. And now, like, usually I don't like to use outside bathrooms just because I'm kind of a half germaphobe. And that was probably the first time I've had to use a bathroom in, you know, like actual sit-down bathroom in, I think at that point, almost a decade and a half. Unlike, obviously, if I'm in a hotel or something, that's different, right? Like, you know, you have a hotel room and shit. But, like, yeah, like, that was one of the few times I could think of since, like, grade school. And I still feel unclean. I actually don't think I stayed the whole day, to be fair. I think I went home after, like a class or two. I was like, yeah, today is not the day, bro. There you go. We got our buddy back. Point is, that after that, I started eating vegetables in the morning. Vegetables are very neutral for me. So.
You want your friend to live? Hand it over.
Seems like he's alive right now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's a storyteller, Mistios. He squealed like a hog. I want that key.
You have plenty of bounty around the island. Why this treasure?
Ha! Some treasure hunter you are. The most famous of all treasure hunters plundered the most valuable goods known to mortal man and hid them on Corfu. His name was lost to time, but his tale survived. He hid it away for the day his son would become a hunter like him and find the clues he left behind. But the fool died as only fools do, and the treasure turned to legend until now. The key, or he dies.
I don't...
That's the button.
What key?
Take it.
No, you don't know what
Oh,
the
we had
treasure
it.
contains. Have at them, boys.
I mean, yeah, you thought he was just gonna let us walk away? What the fuck? He already summoned his goons.
I will kill you.
Will you really? You're all dead. What do you mean you'll kill me? Actually, I should just parry this. I think you get adrenaline from parrying, right? It's been a while, so like certain things I just don't remember. Ah, he's dead. Goodbye. Whoop. I can see the bloodline. Yeah, and rip that shit out. I love it. See, you have to spin the camera nauseatingly, otherwise it's not the same. What is it, like some kind of Isu artifact? the captain, he has a health bar. Yeah, it is. It's a fucking apple of Eden. Oh my god. Yeah, he already is. Look at him. They gave this dude an apple of Eden. Oh fuck. Slow time, thank you. Again, I just do too much fucking damage in this game.
I see the greed in your eyes.
There you go. I did 50% damage right off the bat. Whoop. Fuck you. Yeah. Okay, anyway. That doesn't really, that's just more like a filler move, just so I have extra stuff. There you go. Alright, that's actually my full rotation. It did the majority of his life bar. Oh shit. Trying to overpower him. Alright, he's dead. That's what I'm talking about, man. You don't get to do this in so many other games, man. I love that. I love this. This is so cool, man. With the spear. Oh shit, where did it go? What the fuck? Sometimes this spear is more trouble than it's worth. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna probably port this game to PS5. I'm gonna do this stuff because this is a game I would have on my PS5 all the time. The Mad Captain Sword.
My spear. What happened? It's like it's
a message delivered.
Dead. This can't be right. My spears never felt like this.
Abilities unavailable. Your spear is now shut down. The abilities that granted are temporarily unavailable. Uh-oh.
And what happened to Varnavas?
Again, artifacts are... So there was just an artifact up there on a hill for countless millennia, basically? Like, what?
With my spear broken, I'd better be careful.
Yeah, I'm just a normal dude now. I can't infinitely jump down and shit. Well, luckily I've already cleaned out most areas, so... I actually really like the legacy of the spear plotline. Like the whole plot with the spear and everything is actually kind of interesting. It makes it all the more bittersweet later on when Alexios talks to Layla and is like, "Listen, that old thing, I don't really care about it anymore. You know, like you can keep it. It's a thing for you. It served its purpose for me." It makes me wonder what eventually happens that like the spear is lost. Maybe they said it at the beginning of Odyssey and I just don't remember. But like.
Do you hear me?
Alicia?
Yikes.
Is that you?
We need to talk.
I don't want to talk to you ever again.
Varnavas! How did you find us?
It's a little morbid, but I followed the trail of bodies and it brought me here.
Shocker! I knew it had to be you. No one else kills us efficiently.
But I couldn't quite keep up.
Are you both alright?
Never mind that. Did you see that star shoot across the island? A sign from the gods, no doubt.
Not a star, Barnabas. An artifact. The letter spoke of a gold object among the treasure, so powerful it turns men into their darkest fears.
Or into monsters. Literally and metaphorically. I fought them myself.
Surely you're joking.
No.
I've dealt with these artifacts before. They're as dangerous as the letter said.
What mythical power! Who knows what this one's capable of?
It breaks spears, for one thing.
Are you sure? It looks like the same spear of Leonidas to me.
Trust me, something's off.
Yeah, the spear
I'm
is
sure
off.
it's fine. Allow me to fix it. I know ships aren't spears, but sea captains are good handymen.
That's thoughtful.
I appreciate the thought, but I know my spear. It's nothing like a ship.
I can't help but feel like this whole mess is my fault.
Don't. I'll go see what can be done, and I'll find you two later.
Good. Why don't we go see those waterfalls you were telling me about, Barnabas?
Ah, yes. I have not yet paid my respects to Asopos. He's god of the river here, and won't be pleased with all our hubbub.
Are they gonna
Stay
be
safe.
fine?
And no more pirates!
Like, hello? They... Whatever.
Where do I go?
The tomb of Phaeax, hidden in ruins. Come alone. Go west
Okay.
of the waterfalls.
It's in the western part of the peak of the Phaeax.
We'll meet there.
North.
Tomb is hidden within the forgotten ruins of Icar. It's in the western part? I'm really interested to see how this whole plot line plays out, by the way. If you haven't seen my Valhalla playthrough, like I said, I'm trying, I feel like I've tried not to talk too much about it, because technically this is going in the Odyssey playlist, which means that, like, hypothetically, right, if someone, one person in the future, shout out to you, by the way, wants to watch the entirety of my Assassin's Creed footage, or even just this game, and they don't know anything about Valhalla, maybe they just don't care about it, maybe they don't even know it exists. Like, yes, Valhalla is a sequel. It was already out by the time this DLC came out, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I don't want to talk too much about the plot of Valhalla, but looking forward to Mirage, which is coming out in like a month. Like, I'm very interested to see where this plot line plays out. That's all I'll say. Like, knowing what I know, and trust me, if you're watching this, the Valhalla playthrough is longer. Even the base game was longer, I think, than all the DLCs of Odyssey combined. Okay, let's try to stick away from combat till we get my abilities. I'll actually have to parry and shit. But yeah, like, the plot of Valhalla is very long. It's very good, but it has, like I said to a lot of people, it has high highs and a lot of low lows. Tomb of Icar? Oh, shit. It's in here. Been there. But yeah, I will probably eventually pay for PlayStation Plus just so I could import a lot of this, and you know, if there's anything I want to do on PlayStation Plus, I'll do it, because I would love to put this into on the PS5 and see how it runs. Maybe not so much what the fuck is that? A cobra? What? Anyway, hello Ash, welcome. I might move that second Fire Emblem stream so I could do one stream of Brilliant Diamond.
This is the place Alethea mentioned.
Just so that way, yeah, I
How
can
to find a way in.
pick up stuff. How do we get into it? There you go. See, since we've been here and we've done everything, we don't have to worry about it. We can just go right into the objective. Drop. Thank you. Love it. Who is calling me? From Hangzhou, Zhejiang. Hello? What? This is such a scam. I don't know anyone from China, or who lives in China right now. Sorry, I'm not picking that up. I don't even know what the fuck that was. I get all kinds of crazy ass spam calls. That's whatever. That's unique, to say the least. Alright, I gotta figure out how to go all the way back in here. Trust me, no one wants to phone call me anyway. If someone wants to talk to me, they either email me or we talk on Discord. Can't you get me here? Hilarious. Anyway. Woo! I love it. But yeah, that's the reason why I don't use flame builds in this game. Remember, remember, I say that as if, you know, if you've watched this playthrough, you might remember early on I was running a flame build, and the reason why I stopped running the flame build is because if you hit glowing, you know, red containers, you basically just blow up. So that was the reason why I stopped using flame builds. Probably at this point, dozens upon dozens of hours ago in this playthrough. If we were to even quantify this as like some amount of time ago, it probably happened in the earlier parts of the game. Oh shit! Ah! You fucking body blocker. I got calls from all 49 other states today. Yeah, unfortunately for me, I'm not popular enough to have people that know me in most other states, let alone having my phone number. So that's how I know it's Cap.
This far, and still not hidden enough. Who knows how deep this tomb goes?
Exactly. That was one of my favorite parts of Origins, was how deep the tombs go. I just think Origins, if it had more active combat like this game, would have been really, really good. Like, I think that's the #1 thing I like about this game over Origins, is the combat might be good, and like you could heal using warrior bows, but you're definitely more limited. They definitely wanted to make it more like combat oriented, and then immediately with this game they were like, nah, let's make it not combat oriented, which I guess I can understand if someone wasn't really like vibing that too hard. But like, what? These things burn out? I have no idea. I just wonder what like the super tippest of the top maximum score and level looks like in this game. I have no idea. You know, someone out there has played this game to fruition, man. This is a really nice statue, by the way. It's got that like dollish look to it, you know? What is it, this? Oh. There we go. So yeah, right, this room was empty, so what's special about this room?
Alethea?
You found me, Keeper.
Why all the secrecy?
A precaution. Mortal eyes can't see what I have to show you.
Well, before you do, I don't know what happened. I went to take an artifact like I've done before, and... Can you fix it?
Unfortunately, I cannot.
There must be a way. My grandfather's spear.
Is most likely useless. The spear of Leonidas was overwhelmed by the issue energies it held. Some force in the artifact must have pushed it to its limits.
So it's gone.
Shit.
After all it's done.
Wow.
I'm afraid so. But your powers are not limited to the spear. Your oath as keeper of the staff makes your destiny much more complex. Let me show you.
Yeah, map of the world. He's probably like, what?
Am I looking at exactly?
What am I looking at? Holy shit.
The world. The planet Earth where you live. And on it are all its people. Good and bad. Innocent and knowing. Peaceful and violent. These are the places where you will find the world's issue artifacts. They lie hidden.
Yeah, there was one in Lisbon. Yeah, holy shit.
Who put them there?
They aren't there without reason.
Yeah, the temples and everything. Huh.
Why and who. They serve a mysterious purpose.
Australia.
What are you saying?
There is a task that lies ahead for the Keeper of the Staff, if you are willing to take it. A task that will take the rest of your immortal life.
To travel the world and get everything.
The artifacts are no threat, but if found by the wrong kind, human life may be destroyed.
Yeah, and then there was the one in New York as well.
My spear has no power, and I have to leave the world I know to find more of these things that took it away. Things that turn people into monsters.
Yes, to stop more monsters from existing.
You're crazy.
You're asking for way too much. Do you know how tired I am? Every day exhausts me. Show me no more.
I only show you to prepare you for a potential destiny. You know what can happen if the artifacts find their way to mortal hands.
Look, I came to you to have my spear fixed. If you can't do that, then I'm leaving.
You know their power, Keeper, their potential. Humanity does not.
I didn't ask for this. Maybe I don't want to live forever. Don't I get a say in my own fate? Forget you, and forget the artifacts. I'm leaving.
Consider what I've said.
Yeah, and you know he ends up doing it. It's unfortunate. Hilariously enough, that part of the story, if it was like revealed later that he ends up doing it, would be way better.
My spear is
But
broken,
yeah, oh well.
and I'm being asked to find countless artifacts around the world.
Yes.
Forever. Happy vacation, Alexios. This is too much. How
That's
could
the
I
tragedy,
ever
man.
explain this to Herodotus and Barnabas? They'd never understand.
Is he immortal? Okay, because we already, technically, you should have already watched the main story. This is not a spoiler for people watching it. He is immortal. As long as you have the staff of Hermes Trismegistus, and you regularly... Where is it? It's a key item. Where the fuck is it? It's literally a key item. Is it in abilities? Well, usually it's over here in the abilities menu, but as long as you maintain regular contact with the staff of Hermes Trismegistus, which he had in that cutscene, it regularly restores your cells. It regularly keeps you healthy. That's why in the base game we find Pythagoras. I think he's just called Pythagoras if you're speaking English. And he's been alive for thousands of years because he's regularly held the staff. I'm not sure how you're supposed to do it while you sleep. It's kind of weird because as soon as he lets it go, he immediately dies. The same thing happens to Alexios in the future, is that he gives the staff to Layla, and then he basically immediately dies. I'm not sure how you're supposed to sleep with it. Presumably you have to either bear hug it, or maybe that's just like something you're not supposed to think too deeply about. But, you know, yeah, he's pretty much immortal. He does not age. Which makes it very weird that he immediately dies. It's like all his age catches up to him as soon as he lets go of the staff. Again, it's kind of a cursed existence if you want to take it on face value. He basically has to mandatorily hold the staff for the rest of his life, and he proceeds to do so until the year 2018, basically. It's actually kind of crazy. He for almost a thousand plus years, he holds the staff in his hand for, you know, however long it takes for him to traverse the world and to find these artifacts. See, that's what we know because we've beaten the game, and we've seen the other ending of the game, which is, you know, he presents it to Layla. Layla asks, well, where the hell have you been? This is what he's been doing for all those years. Oh yeah, that is fair. He might not have to sleep because the staff would replenish his brain. That is also possible, because you have to sleep to repair yourself and feel better. Maybe the staff just constantly keeps him in a state of feeling good and replenishing his brain cells. Who knows? See, this fucking staff again. As usual. Again, all this stuff has been for what, man? Like... he just wanted to live a good life, be a good Spartan, and it's just been terrible since, basically. That is a good point I did not consider. It's possible he never sleeps again. Again, a hellish existence, man.
Alexios, we have a problem.
Of course we do.
Where's Barnabas?
He took off alone to find the object that broke his
Why?
What? Has he gone mad?
I tried to explain to him it would be fruitless, but he wouldn't listen. He thought finding it was the answer.
You should have stopped him. Do you understand what that thing can do?
He wanted to help.
So he does that instead of staying out of
Yeah,
trouble.
all he had to...
I have to find it before one of us does. Malaka.
You guys are crazy, man. We've been together how long? They're still doing this shit? I feel like the way that they'll facilitate the gameplay for it is that the staff will power the spear temporarily.
Going after it.
Wait, where is it going? The peak of the Fayakis? It's northwest of the Accra Watchtower. I have no idea where I even am. The hell is the Accra Watchtower over here? Yeah, here we go. Pomona's Cave. Probably not. That just seems like an extra thing. Alright. We won't fast travel. But yeah, that's the one thing I like about Assassin's Creed. Oh no, with a quest name like this, I'm not feeling good for Barnabas. Please let him. Please just spare Barnabas, man. Can I even put in this ability point? No. Please just spare my homie, man. Like, don't make me suffer. Like, this is such a great cast and crew. Wait, what's my gear capacity at? 350. Okay, we got time. Just let him be, man. That's why I really feel for characters like Ezio and Alexios and all that stuff. It's just rough, man. Like, they're good people. I feel like Alexios has a couple scenes in the game that are, I don't know, again, stories that deal with loss kind of hit a little bit harder to me now than maybe they would have when I was younger. But, like, I don't know, I just feel like the story, and obviously, like, getting the good ending is kind of like the goody two-shoes, happy-go-lucky. I feel like they had to have a little bit of loss, so in one of the DLCs, like, basically your wife dies, right? And then your son gets taken away to be the progenitor of Aya and Assassin's Creed Origins. But, like, I just feel bad, you know? Every time, is Hermes' staff. Why would it heal him? Asclepios is the healing god, and his staff has one snake? I mean, that's a good point. It's just an Isu artifact. I'm not sure what the logic is behind it. Maybe they explain it. I'm not dealing with that. Go away, piggy. Holy shit! I could actually get murked out here. Like, actually, can you go away? Can you go away? I mean, the Isu as a race just had advanced healing to begin with. So, like, I guess Asclepios also has a staff that heals. I'm not sure if he's been mentioned or anything. I think that actually was brought up in the main game. Now that you mention it, Viv. I think that they did talk about Asclepios at one point. I can't remember, though, because it's been too long. Oh, yeah, look at that. It's been too long. I can't remember. But, the entire Isu race, like one of the previous games, Syndicate, you're trying to find this, like, cloak. I think it's called the Shroud of something. It basically heals people, which is, I think they use it at one point to save someone's life who gets hurt.
The watch will be vigilant here.
Okay.
The artifact definitely landed here. But no sign of Barnabas. Let's take a look
Yeah,
around.
it's still molten hot. I think we're gonna have to fight. And this is gonna be a little rough because I do not have a ton of equipment. What it really shows you is how much you rely on abilities in this game. Because I might just actually have to run away. This is the most bow usage I've had in, like, maybe 20 levels. Yeah, because I can't break shields without the shield breaker ability. Huh. This is a completely different twist on combat. This is almost like I'm playing a stealth game right now. Luckily, I haven't been shirking my bow upgrades, so I can get away with this. I could see this being very difficult for someone who maybe hasn't upgraded their gear. How am I missing? It's right there. What? Wait, they can heal? Oh, interesting. Okay. Hermes is the Caduceus. Asclepius is the Rod of Asclepius. They may have just gone with the named one. Yeah, maybe they just merged them. I do know Asclepius gets brought up in this game. There's a side quest. I'm not too sure what the when, the where, or the why. By the way, we can't pulse. We cannot use Eagle Pulse at all. That's also a spear ability as well.
These bodies are badly burned. What happened? These footprints. Were pirates chasing Barnabas?
Dude, don't let Barnabas die,
They go in this
please.
direction.
Please, man. Like, I thought this was gonna be a happy DLC.
This leads to that farm down there.
Oh, here you go. Okay. Please, I thought this was gonna be a happy DLC, man. Like, y'all gonna fuck me up on the most bittersweet farewell to a game ever. That's gonna hurt, man. And honestly, canonically, you probably don't get your powers back, honestly. Canonically, this is probably it. And then after this, he goes on his worldwide journey. But because we, you know, for gameplay reasons, they let us keep our powers and continue exploring the overworld. So this literally is like the final farewell to Alexios, basically. I thought this was going to be like a silly side, oh, let's go on a vacation mission. No, this is actually like the end of his plot. Like, there's nothing else after this. So for crossover stories, hilariously enough, they're actually like both ending stories. Okay, let's see if we can find the rest of this. I'm assuming that I have to... That was the last thing I was supposed to find. There we go. Blood on the rocks.
Let's hope Barnabas isn't hurt. This broken sword didn't belong to Barnabas. So that's a good sign.
Where is it? There
No
it is.
doubt something bad happened here. Which way did they go?
Which way did they go, George? Oh, there's multiple. Okay. A bloody trail leads northwest, but the footprints lead to a small farm. I actually don't know. I guess we're gonna have to look at both. Let's quick save just in case, like, this is one of those things you guess wrong. So the sword didn't belong to Barnabas, so it's possible that he took the artifact and maybe wounded someone else, and that other person went over to the northwest. Right? Because why? If the sword doesn't belong to him, then he obviously didn't drop it. Why would the guy pursuing him drop it? I don't know. Ugh.
Something's going on over there. Barnabas must be hiding.
Where'd he go?
What if the pirates got him? I need to take them
Oh,
down.
fuck. I'm so rusty on my timing for that. Luckily, my build is so... This is really a raw test of your build, basically. Hilarious. Well, at least I have good defenses. To be fair, they're throwing you against pretty weak enemies, all things considered. Die? Yeah, I can't, my bow strength isn't good enough. Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ee! Dude, the leap is so good. Ah, shit, I tried. You have to dodge earlier. Yeah, because you get locked in this game really easily. I gotta remember that. You have to dodge a little bit earlier than that. Most games usually don't get animation locked that hard for the dodge. Well, maybe Dark Souls and other stuff like that. That's just the From Software difference, you know?
Don't worry, I'm on the... 'Cause... 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 'C
Okay. Done. You're not Barnabas. You're not Barnabas.
I'm free once more, all thanks to you.
Who here can tell me what happened?
A man was here. He tore up our farm.
Not one man. 10, 20.
One at a time. What did he look like?
He was a one-eyed madman.
Fuck.
Nothing he touched was safe.
He burned my crops.
No, he was over there destroying my
He's like
stall.
duplicating, basically.
He was everywhere.
All right.
Alexios, I believe it's true.
Barnabas found the artifact.
If the letter was right, this object has the power to corrupt its holder beyond recognition.
It's true. I've looked into the eyes of the monsters. They
Yeah,
make
the Gorgon, the
people
Minotaur,
inside
a bunch of
won't
them.
come back. They can't come back.
And the artifact? How could we possibly take it away from the very beast it's created?
I have to find another
I
way.
don't know. There has to be some way.
But if he's too far gone,
I can't think that far ahead. Not yet.
what can we do?
I have to find Barnabas before it's too late.
But the pirates are after him. Soldiers would kill him for the damage he's caused.
I have to try. I won't let it take him.
Follow his chaos. It seems like he headed towards Cassiope. Hurry!
Like, bro, after all the stuff we've been through, you would think that he wouldn't do this without us being right there. Holy shit. Because we've told him about this. We've told him about, we fought Minotaurs, we fought all kinds of crazy people with powers. I mean, like, I don't know, man.
Move! Find who did this!
Like, I don't mind soldiers being after us. That's whatever.
I should stop them if they're after Barnabas.
Yeah.
This will be so much easier with my spear.
Soldier patrols on the road can be taken down. I mean, do we need to? Yeah, I bet it's gonna be, if you don't kill them, they show up during the boss fight, and it makes the boss 20 times harder. I'm gonna regret this. At least it'll be funny. It's just sad. Remember how this started out as funny and a nice, happy vacation? And now it's just like, dude, my friends are gone. The item that's, carried us and been so, like, a pivotal plot mover is gone. Like, dude, you want me to cry now, or should I cry later when I'm off stream? Holy shit. Yeah, that's him. All because he wanted to do the nice thing. And as we're finding out, doing the nice thing is not always what you should do at all.
Great and powerful Zeus, I am not well. Call your son Apollo. Cure me of this madness. I will do anything.
Barnabas!
Alexios! Oh, Alexios, you have to help me. Something's very wrong.
I know, Barnabas. I know. You have to give me the artifact.
I'm scared.
Yeah,
I
me
know
too.
you are. Just hand it over, all right?
But...
It's causing you to act this way. If you give me the artifact...
He looks like he's
everything will
about
be
to
okay.
cry, man. This sucks.
But it protects me. It's the only thing that keeps me safe.
I know you're still in there. Can't you see what it's doing to you?
With this, I don't have to be afraid anymore. I've been a weakling and a coward, and now I'm as powerful
The
as
real
a
answer would have been to say, I will
You
protect you.
never say that. Give it to me.
It is mine!
Well, I'm hurt.
Stop! I don't want to hurt you.
I like how you can do AoE swipes. That's probably my favorite part about this, is that you can hit multiple enemies. Oh shit, let me not get beat up, please. Ah, right attacks. What a fucking ending, man. They knew this would hurt people like me. What? That didn't hit him? And he dies from poison. Would you believe I got hit that much and he dies from poison at the end of all of that? Honestly, I should pretty much just use bow. I mean, at least he got more than one eye now. Shame it'll cost him, but you know, what can you do? Wasn't one of these an elite enemy? Not elite anymore for some reason.
No matter. I know your weakness lies not in your brawn, but your heart.
Yeah, he knows. What is this? Talk.
No, please. Do not kill me. I surrender. Please.
There's all the different parts of him fighting right now. Yeah. All fighting for control.
You once saved me. Remember, Alexios? That's where our journey began. Don't end it now.
Stop it!
This dude has just been tormented too much, man.
Oh gods, let me not be killed. Let Alexios spare me.
Forgive me, Barnabas.
Woo. I mean, I guess I have to assassinate them. Yeah. There's no other option.
I have to weaken it. I have to keep going.
I always kill the things I love and the people I love. What?
They're not real. They're not real.
Yeah, this is more of a story thing than an actual hard fight.
I'm so weak. Please, don't hurt me.
I won't hurt you. Just give me the artifact.
Help me, please. Who am I? What's become of me?
You're Barnabas, my friend. If you keep it, you'll be someone else forever.
You are no friend. You are going to leave me as soon as you
I've literally never left you the entire journey. Fuck. Fuck. I've never left him.
That is precisely what I will make you do. Unless you are the one who is afraid.
Can I just reach for the artifact, man? I think he dies either way. Oh, okay.
Barnabas.
That's going to leave a mark. Oh, no question.
Did it hurt you?
It got me, all right, but I won't lose it. Thank the gods. Whoever heard of a man with one arm and one
I guess
eye?
it broke his arm. Yeah, it ruined his arm for good, but that's
Though
fine.
I am slightly embarrassed. I really thought I was on to something there.
What were you thinking going after the artifact? How could you be so stupid? Who cares about your arm when you could have died?
At least my intentions were good.
You have no idea what almost happened. I almost killed you.
Oh, don't worry. I'm as sturdy as a military ship.
Listen to me. I'm immortal. Get it? You are not. You make mistakes and you die. Gone. And you leave everyone else to deal with it.
Immortal? Truly immortal?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yes. Immortal. Surprise.
I knew you had the god's touch!
Everyone I love, I have to leave behind. And I almost had to leave you. Forever.
Alexios, it is the mortal way. We all go when the gods say so, and I eagerly await an afterlife of calm seas and bottomless crab cakes.
Oh, of course, yes. Delicious.
It's not funny.
Maybe not. But did we ever have fun today? That's what matters, eh? We don't know how long we have the present, but it's a gift as good as gold.
Gold. You did take me on a treasure hunt after all.
And all I got was a busted arm.
Let's get you patched up.
This is actually the true treasure was the friends we made along the way. But yeah.
You are a protector of men, an intermediary of our world and theirs. Your journey will take you to lands of kings, queens, and conquerors, over water and through fire, into revolution and rebellion. But your presence will mean peace, Keeper. Take up this task, for them and for yourself.
I wonder what he does with all the artifacts he finds.
That's one treasure over. There's still another one out there. Maybe I should look for Herodotus and Barnabas' clues.
Meet with them at the vacation house, a new horizon.
I can squeeze a few more drops out of this vacation. Herodotus and Barnabas will be waiting for me.
Yeah, aren't we lucky that ended on a positive note? I wonder what happens if you reach for the spear. Maybe you unfortunately stab him. Because I wasn't sure, like, during the struggle, I was thinking, oh, well, maybe we go for it, and he, like, falls and, like, busts his head. So, I don't know. Who knows how that could have turned out? That could have been a very, like, bitter end to this game. Alright, well, back where it all started. I think that this is probably, like, the actual finale. And I can go back and start dumping my points into, what's it called? Leveling up, mastery levels. I wonder what the max level is in this game. Because it would take a lot to reach it, I'm sure. You know, even long after the store is done for this game, I'm sure they, you know, they probably don't make anything off it anymore. It's only a 5-year-old game. And even Valhalla is turning 3 this year, so, like, it makes me wonder, like, what exactly, you know, what is the max mastery level? How many hours would you need to play in order to reach it? Who knows? But the amount of stuff they put in, like, Barnabas has been there since step 1. That's why it's kind of like, it's meaningful, you know? He's a cool character. Back when we were chasing, what was it? The guy that gets beheaded? And he thinks he's using us, and he's actually just a dick. He's trying to use us to kill our own father. Oh, I can't jump off. I forgot. That would have been bad. You can jump off of that, but I can't, like, do big jumps. The spear is what protects you. There you go. Have to actually play a little bit of Assassin's Creed there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened with Valhalla's development. It's weird. It's weird how, like, they had such a good system with this, and then they just didn't bring any of it back. I don't know. All right. Well, the real treasure was the friends we met along the way. But we already knew that, you know, which is fine. Again, that's usually a lame plot twist, but here, since we've been with Barnabas for so long and we've talked with him about so much and confided with him, it feels like a very good ending, you know, for everybody.
Out of his funk.
Out of my funk, but into a lot more trouble.
Oops. Did I already apologize for that?
Coming to Corfu, I had no inkling that we would get caught up in a tale of legendary treasure.
They say life gets dull without surprises.
Now that's a reason to cheers.
And to you, Icarus.
Yes. We all have but one life to lead. We have to do the most with it.
One life? Speak for yourself.
You're right, Barnabas. Heroes like Alexios will live on in the stories and legends of their triumphs. They live forever.
Listen. I want you two to know. I'll be leaving soon. To travel across waters I've never dreamed of crossing. And I don't know when I'll be back.
You're leaving?
This scene is shot very weirdly.
Where?
It's very different.
Why?
I have a task.
I'll go wherever I'm needed in the world. I can't run from my responsibilities. Someone, I mean, something tells me my journey is not over yet.
We couldn't possibly keep you for ourselves. Though you'll be everywhere in my writings, that's for certain.
I'm honored. Maybe you could give me one of your manuscripts, Herodotus. I'm sure even those from far-off lands would love to read
Oh
it.
shit, I wonder if he leaves it somewhere.
Don't trouble yourself.
Maybe that'll be in Valhalla, one of his
These
writings.
lands will do for now.
Oh, okay.
But if you're serious,
But if you think I'll make more money from it, here you go.
storyteller is always prepared. Take it, but feel no need to share it. It's for you.
I have something for you too.
Oh shit, we leave the spear with him.
No. The spear.
You knew what it was the moment you met me. But I've outgrown it. It's yours now. Careful. It's still sharp.
I'll cherish it forever.
Well, though I'm not one to refuse a gift, the gift of friendship is enough for me.
You only want friendship? Huh. I guess I'll need to find another second in command for my trip.
Me? Traveling the world? With you?
If you'll have me as your captain.
I don't know how much longer these old bones can hoist a sail. But I'll go as far as I can. The Adrestia is yours.
True friends, man.
What will be your first stop, Alexios?
I don't know. What I do know is that I need a new weapon. Egypt has always fascinated me.
Ah, one of my favorite places.
Hilariously, that's where his kid is. I don't know if he knows that. Yeah, so that's actually just the end of Alexios' story. Him and Barnabas just sail off one day. And then Herodotus is left. Man, I'll never play another game like this. And that's what makes me really sad. Like, I don't know what it was specifically about this game and its story and its DLC. But, you know, this was like, what, a 3-4 hour, like, outro to the whole game. And, like, I really liked it. You know, I like the story, again, of Alexios. And I like the whole, like, triad of him, Barnabas, and Herodotus. And it makes me sad. Like, this is actually definitively The end. Now we know how the spear gets left behind. Now we know, why, what Alexios is doing for basically 2,100 and some years. He's roaming around the entire world, This is why when you see him in the present, I think he says the same thing. He's tired. He finally gets to rest when he passes it on to Layla. And that is like really kind of tragic. It's kind of heartbreaking, but it's a very well done, well-made story. And I think that of anything, this is a really good plot line. I feel like, yeah, are there moments where it's not super serious? Sure, but even in like Assassin's Creed 2, there were moments where it wasn't very super serious, right? Like Ezio was made to be more personable than Altair. I think a lot of people forget, beyond the first game being like not great gameplay wise, Altair wasn't a very likable, relatable protagonist. It wasn't until Revelations, in my mind at least, that his story went from being like an unfortunate tragedy into being like a relatable character who just understands what he has to do. Part of that is because I know what happens in Assassin's Creed Bloodlines, which probably will get ported maybe someday. I'd like to think someday they'll remake Assassin's Creed 1 and Assassin's Creed Bloodlines, and maybe make it like a full game, and remake it, and that way the whole Altair story leading up to Revelations. That had me holding back tears. I don't know jack about the plot. Yeah, now imagine how I feel knowing everything, everything about this plot, knowing the characters, vaguely remembering all the stuff we've done. Imagine replaying this game from start to finish, 100 hours, 6 DLC episodes, the high points where Alexios is running high and we're having fun and we're shooting the shit with Barnabas and all our friends are there. And then the low points, we're not sure if we're going to save our family, tearfully wondering, if we'll ever get everyone back together. Tearfully saying goodbye to your loved one and your kid. It's kind of unfortunate. So that's one hell of a way to end it. And needless to say, it's pretty bittersweet, man. And we're never going to have another game with him. And I understand why. Again, I'm not saying we need 500 games of Alexios, even though we could. But, it makes you wonder, like, what does he go off to do? Where does he go off to see where, they leave it open-ended. Presumably he hits up all, if not most of them. Now, we know that the Isu Temple in New York remains undisturbed until Desmond finds it. So, not everything he could get into, right? Like, certain things we know that he does not get into. Certain Isu places just either, I guess he visits, maybe he does certain things there, but presumably a good chunk of them he goes to, he does whatever, he deactivates it, he makes it safe. And I wonder how that's going to tie into the whole plot with Alethea. Now, that said, if you join me for any part of this journey, right, playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, just any part of it, whether it's just a couple videos here and there, and you just hopped in on this, which is the finale, or just whatever you did. I mean, like, this has been one of my favorite playthroughs ever. And I think that's what makes me really sad, is I know now, sitting here, I'm never going to get to play a game like this again. That makes me feel the same way, that had such a real impact on the channel and everything. And, whatever happens with this series, I'm just glad that this game alone could be seen as like a standalone product, right? Like, it doesn't really rely on you to play the other games, actually, hilariously enough. I mean, it does when it comes to the Layla segments, but other than that, like, if you just play the Alexios portions, this is the prologue to the entire series, right? Because after this, Origins happens about 300 years later, give or take, and then after that, about 800 years later, Valhalla happens, roughly. I think it's like 800, 900 years. And then after that, 200 years following that, the first game happens. And then from there, we all know what the plot line progresses up to. And it's actually a nice remix of the main theme of the game. But yeah, it really shows you what you could do with really interesting storytelling. The locations look great. The animations are kind of nice. Again, I like the Fury of the Bloodline. And it's, if there was ever a game for me to spend tons of money on, it was this game, because I bought the gold edition, which was like $100. So Origin basically set me up to really love this game, man. And the fact that this was a free DLC, probably one of the most feelsy parts of the game, all things considered, that's pretty good, man. I really ended up liking this. And I think that this game lives up to the name Odyssey so well, So Spray, if you get Wasteland 3, you get on Xbox. I know it controls a lot about the game, but not all. I guess at this point I kind of have to play Wasteland 3. When that will happen, I don't know. Look to December. Because December, I think a lot of things will be done, right? The Starfield playthrough, the Pokemon playthrough, things will be more lax, I guess. But, yeah, I mean, I really love this game. There's not really many other things for me to say about it. I just really like Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It truly is a once-in-a-lifetime game for me. Like, I know this now. Like, back when I was a kid, you don't know that a lot of the games you're playing are once-in-a-lifetime. I know this sitting here now, 5 years later, half a decade later, that I'll never play a game like this again. And it makes me sad, because there were a lot of really good moments. Legacy of the Bloodline. What was this first DLC called? Was it Legacy of the Blade? Legacy of the First Blade, I think? That, in my opinion, was one of the most feelsy parts of almost any Assassin's Creed game, you know? And whether it was just the graphics, the music, the story, the gameplay, everything about this game came together so well, man. So well. Whether you consider it Assassin's Creed or not, it came together so amazingly. And, I mean, like I said, that one guy posted me on his resume, which was cool. If of all games to like get anyone, you know, who worked on this game to recognize me and to play, you know, like, I'm so grateful that everyone who worked on this game, everyone. And for that to also happen with this game, like, this is the game that really, I feel like, defines the channel, the playthrough style I like, so much about it. And, yeah. This is actually definitely it. There's no DLC coming after this. Maybe like a patch for stability and glitches. That's it, bro. There's no more story. This is actually definitively the end. I've said that maybe, what, 3 times playing this game? But really, this is the end. It's kind of crazy. Holy shit. But like I'll say, man, you know, if you worked on this game, thank you. Really. I really want you guys to buy this game, to play this game. This game, even if you know nothing about Assassin's Creed, is still fun as fuck, especially after all the patches and the DLCs. This is easily 150 hours of content. I don't know what I'm at right now. If not 120, 130, easily worth the money. Even when I played it back in the day and it was 90 hours just to beat the story, I said, this is one of the best games, best bang for your buck ever. And remember, I bought the gold edition. I think the season pass was included. It's a little dark in my room. My apologies. I think so, yep. Season pass and early access, yeah. PS4 Pro enhanced, I mean, you know. And then, by the way, we didn't even get to see like half of the gameplay. Like, we didn't do any of the land battles, which I'm seeing over here, which kind of are simplified. They're not as crazy as you might think, right? You just kill a couple enemies, fight the boss, and then you win. But, you know, it's still a cool system to have the whole like back and forth between Athens and Sparta, right? We didn't see anything to do with sailing the ship, right? Sailing the ship around was something that we haven't done in a while. I'm probably super rusty. And, yeah, my only complaint about this game is afterwards how Ubisoft decanonized Alexios as a potential main character. I bitched about that to high heaven. I just think it disrespects role-playing, it disrespects player choice. They should have just gone with Cassandra only and just said Cassandra's the canon protagonist, Alexios is just a backstory. But I think that they're, again, riding the fence. I think they know what they have to market towards. They have to market towards a male audience. Dudes want to see big Spartan, big buff Alexios hit people and fight. And then they, you know, bait and switch you with Cassandra. They did the same thing with Valhalla. I'm not a fan of that. I fucking headcanon that doesn't happen. And I just think that they could have gotten around it by calling him the Keeper, the Eagle Bearer, the Mystios. All of those are neutral terms. They could have done that and just left it to your interpretation. And that's not to say Cassandra is not good, but then don't give the player a choice and then say that one of the choices is fake. I just think that kind of fucks with role-playing. When I play Valhalla and they talk about Cassandra, it's annoying to me because it's like, look at how much effort this guy, Alexios, puts in. Look at how much he bring his character to life. Everything about it, by the way. They put in 120%, you know? Even in Mass Effect, most people don't bring Caden. They let Caden die in 1, right? Does that mean that Caden cannot be canon in 3? No, it's open-ended. It's player choice, right? Even if 99% of players say, I want to do it this way because whatever reason, right? That's on them. That's totally fine. And I don't think you should take it away and punish people. Most people probably played Alexios. Most people probably played Alexios. It's just, I don't have data. I'm willing to spitball it. Most people played Alexios. Now, Valhalla, maybe they did the whole Animus will choose thing and they ended up playing as female Eivor. Maybe they did. Maybe most people did what I did and say, well, I just want to play the male character. And I just think that if you're going to have that choice, you need to respect that choice. And in fairness, KOTOR 1 and 2 do not do this. And I would say the same thing about both of those games. But this is not a game made in 2001, 2002, right? Like, I just think that when you have player character choice, you shouldn't confirm or deny which character is the real character. You know what I mean? So yeah. Those will play her in tight pants and low sneak cam. I don't even think you have tight pants. Everyone's wearing the same outfit kind of in this timeline, or at this point in history. Again, it's not even about realism. I'm not even trying to sit here and say that, well, I can't see the female character doing it. No, I just picked a character. I'd like to see that choice respected. And I'd like for, even if it's a box you tick before you start the next game, what gender was Alexios? What gender was Eivor? I would do it. You know, it'd take 2 seconds, be like, oh, this was my playthrough, this was my playthrough, boom. And you want to know what's crazy? This is something so basic, even Mass Effect Andromeda does this, right? The game everyone shits on, and it's terrible in almost every aspect. Even that game asks you, what gender was Shepard in your playthrough, or in your Mass Effect 3, or whatever, you know, even if you didn't play it, what gender was the Shepard of your canon, right? And even they let you do it, and that's why in that game I was able to say, oh, my Shepard was male, and I played as female Rider, because of the memes, obviously. Interesting DLC. So what's the next one? We have to go over to Valhalla, which we will not do today. We will probably dick around maybe for a little bit, and then yeah, I mean, I'm just talking over this because, like, this to me, if I were to die tomorrow, I'm glad that I got to sit through this DLC. Like, I've played Metroid Dread, I've played Endwalker, I've played this game, and you know, like, there's certain playthroughs. Look, I try to treat all playthroughs equally. Certain playthroughs just vibe with me more. I don't know how to describe it, right? Like, I'm glad that I'm able to record and just spread my love, you know, like, spread the fact that this game was such an enjoyable, fun part of my life. It was a good moral comfort, right? In what was kind of like a not great time of my life. And again and again and again, I have come back to playing this game over and over again over the last couple of years, especially, you know, with lockdowns and COVID and everything. It's been nice to have this game as, like, in the background, like just a memory of better times is the weirdest way to say it. Just a memory of when things were just more fun and more, you know, just enjoyable. And, like, I like this series still. I think that this series has a lot of good stuff going for it. But man, I wish they had respected the player choice. That's the one thing that burns me the most. It's not even anything in the game. I think this game is a very well done, maybe one of the best games Ubisoft ever put out. And especially in the last decade, for sure. I'm just sad it's over. I think that's what gets me the most. I think they're going through the main game's credits now. I just want Assassin's Creed, man. Like, it's a series with near infinite potential. You know, they had something going here. I get if they don't want to make 5-10 games that play like this, but I feel like after Valhalla not playing like this and Mirage going back to the old stuff, I mean, I don't know. I don't think we're going to go back to them. Like, I think that this is going to be a flash in the pan. It's the perfect blend of intense storytelling and, you know, intense gameplay. A Glide tomorrow? Maybe. I'll see. Tomorrow so here's the thing. This is the choice I want to present to you two, since you're both here. Do I play the Valhalla DLC tomorrow? Or do you want to see Final Fantasy 3? Because tomorrow can be a longer stream. So I'm asking you guys, like, what do you guys think? Do you want to see the Valhalla DLC immediately tomorrow? Or would you like to take a break and we do Valhalla on Thursday and we do Final Fantasy tomorrow? I don't know. I'm just spitballing thoughts. I guess I could see what you guys think and what maybe I'd want to do. I'd like to see Engage finished. Do I have Engage set for Friday? I have no idea. Do I? Yeah, okay, I'll play Engage on Friday. I'll do a longer stream on that. Since we did finish Resident Evil, I do have a little bit of spare footage for that, which is good. You were happy when playing. Not that I think you were unhappy in other streams, but sometimes your joy is the bugs, not the game. I mean, yeah, that's fair. Sometimes it's funny to just laugh at stupid stuff happening and all that, but, I don't know, man. Like, and trust me, I didn't have, like, some huge, like, love boner for Greece or anything. Not that I hated it, you know, it was just, it's such a good setting for this game. That's why when people say Ubisoft games are all samey and busy work, I disagree. I think that there's a lot of good stuff to these games. And, you know how I feel. Yeah, the Legacy of the First Blade, that was such a good DLC, man. My only complaint was that it didn't have any new areas. I feel like it should have had an area in, like, Persia. You know, like you pursue them to save your son or something, right? That's just me personally, again. You know. Final Fantasy 3 is not long, though. Yeah, especially since we're going to use the boost menu. Now, because it's Final Fantasy 3 and like the characters are generic, maybe I'll name them something special. We'll see what I do. And then when I play the DS version where they are actually characters, I won't name them. But, you know, since Final Fantasy 3 is like generic characters, maybe I'll name them or something. That could be kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, it's a little bit tragic. I guess we could fast forward at this point, just so we could get through this, right? We have to sit through the Fate of Atlantis stuff as well. But yeah, no, I mean, I like that Alexios as a character, man, there's a lot of struggling. There's a lot of, you know, it's like when Ezio got to the end of his path, and Ezio is just like, I fought for so long, and all I am is a messenger. You know, I thought that I was going to end this war, and it turns out my whole goal was to pass along a message to Desmond, a guy that I don't even know who he is, where he is. All I know is that he can see me somehow. And that was also a very bittersweet moment. Revelations is a horrifically sad game when you really think about it. And this is kind of the same way. You know, Alexios goes on and he just exists. He's just a guy. He's going around these Isu artifacts to control them. And then at the end of his long journey, you know, he finally gets to pass on and join his family and join everyone else. And his goal is ultimately just as a messenger. His whole goal is to keep the staff until Layla comes along to do her thing. And obviously, for anyone who's new here or hasn't seen Valhalla, all of that is detailed in Valhalla, right? Assuming you've watched everything to this point or are familiar with it, like we're literally on the end credits of the final DLC, right? Like Layla's whole plot with the staff is broadly expanded upon both in Legacy of Atlantis as well as in Valhalla. Valhalla completely focuses on the staff and Layla's role with it. And again, I'm not talking about it here because that's a DLC, right? Or this is a DLC and technically Valhalla's the sequel, but you know, yeah. You know what, you want to see Valhalla DLC get the long stream? Okay, I mean, then that's how it's already queued. All right. Now, I don't know if we'll finish it, mind you, but we will at least hopefully get a couple hours in. Now, this was only about a 5-hour DLC, right? How long was the last stream of this? Let me look really quickly. How long was the last stream of this? 3 hours, right? And we're about an hour and a half, so it's about a 4-hour DLC. Now, I don't know, maybe the Valhalla's DLC, remember, we have more Valhalla DLC to go through. Just FYI, we have the crossover stories, we have the roguelite, and then we have the actual final DLC for Valhalla. Why is the credits glitching, by the way? That's so weird. But yeah, no, I'll never play a game like this. I know I've said that multiple times, but that's like, in conclusion, I know this is a one-off. Now, will there be another Assassin's Creed game that makes me feel this way on every level? Sure. I mean, like, you know, Valhalla had the story down for sure. Maybe there'll be one with gameplay. And then who knows? Maybe there'll be one that has, you know, everything else. I mean, but I really want to have that come together again, you know? Because Valhalla has references, again, spoiler free, to all the series, which is why it's so cool as a story. You would think that it would be the least connected. It's probably the most connected Assassin's Creed game in terms of all the things that they reference and the concepts they bring up. And I'm really also saying this to try to drum up people to go play Valhalla or even just watch my playthrough, because I think it's got a lot to it. And needless to say, man, wow, what a game. What a game. 5 years later to finally put a fork in it. But yeah. All right, I think we can move on. Anything at the post credits? Yeah, the lighthouse in Alexandria. This was in Origins. Sorry, the library, not the lighthouse. I guess we got rid of all our gear. Oh, he leaves the manuscript here.
Everyone will read your words, Herodotus.
Oh, shit. I wonder if it's there in Origins. Yep, to be continued in Valhalla, which hilariously enough was already out when this game came out. That's so funny. How could you do this? How did this make any sense? Valhalla was already out. I already finished the playthrough before this had come out. I finished Valhalla in January of 2021. And this DLC was December of 2021. What? This is so weird, man. Yeah, here you go. It's female Eivor. Yeah, fuck you, Ubisoft. What? And then they dump you on the buy Valhalla. Dude, I already beat this game before this DLC was out. Yeah, the Library of Alexandria burns, but presumably his work survives, I guess. But yeah, that's actually in Origins, believe it or not. But yeah, in case you have never seen Valhalla, this is the next game, right? 9th century AD, you leave Norway, and you go across to England, and then there's a whole bunch of stuff that happens. It's honestly a lot of it, and by the way, like I said, they promo male Eivor and then make female Eivor canon. This is not me making up bullshit. This is literally in the trailer for the game, mind you. But anyway, I already played that game. It doesn't need a promo. I already beat it. I beat it 2.5 years ago. So was this DLC like super delayed because of Rona? I mean, that's entirely possible. Maybe this DLC got hyper delayed because of Rona. I mean, look, better late than never. I mean, I still... Look, Viv said that he had to hold back some tears, man. I feel terrible right now. On a bunch of different levels, so, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's there in Origins. That's actually a real question to ask. Maybe it survives the burning as well. Who knows? I don't remember. I don't remember a lot about that mission from Origins. That would be one thing that these game series should have, is replayable missions. They should let you, you know, replay... Wait a minute. Did she find the spear from Herodotus' tomb? Hold on, I'm about to start a new game. Did Layla say at the beginning of this game that she found the spear from Herodotus' tomb? Because if that's the case, then when he said he'd treasure it forever, he literally meant it. He might have very well taken the spear to his grave. Huh. Well, since we don't have enough time to do all the storylines and all the bonus stuff, like the stories of Greece or whatever, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and, I'm gonna go ahead and, boot up a new game, actually. I'm not gonna hit New Game Plus. I'm just gonna start a new game. I actually am curious where they got the spear from. I think you start with Layla. I'm pretty sure. Especially since I haven't seen the opening to this game in 5 years. Yeah, I think that's the perfect way to end it. Let me confirm this real quick. Since there's no way I can confirm the whole thing about the library if his scroll is in there or not. Again, also the whole thing, like the fact that there's no dialogue for the family is unfortunate. Like, I did go out of my way to save them. Basically, you just get bonus crew members, and that's it. It's kind of unfortunate, actually. Like, if you save the family, it doesn't make the plot worse. It just makes it a little bit less tragic, which is fine, but yeah. Alright, we have our stuff back. And we're back at Kefalonia before all this. Can we still go to Corfu? Yeah, we can teleport. Alright, there you go. So that's it. That is going to be the end of the Assassin's Creed Odyssey playthrough. Well, I say that, but like, technically speaking... Like, there is stuff for us to do. We haven't fully cleared out everything. So it is entirely possible that we could come back... Bounty? It is entirely possible that we could come back maybe one day if I'm, like, bored or something, and we could, like, hit up all the bonus content, right? Because these are all pre-ordered things I never did. So that could be kind of cool, like, if I need, like, a stim, maybe in the not far future, but, you know, in the future, if I need something, you know, like a pick-me-up, I could always come back and play this game a little more. We could do the Prince of Persia. Which I intentionally didn't do and I said I would do later. And then I never did. But just like, look at this game world, man. This game world is fucking massive. This is what I'm talking about. This game world is amazing. Look how big this is. This is what I mean when I say I'm never going to play a game like this again. This is probably one of the biggest game worlds I think I've ever played in a video game. I don't think I'm ever going to play a game this big again. But anyway, let me actually, we'll make a final save. Yeah, 134 hours. Let's save over this. It's fine. We're done. 135 hours to do everything that we've done. So, really quickly, let's quit the title screen. I actually want to see where... I just want to know, where does she find the staff? Do they find his tomb? I feel like they said it. I just want to confirm. If I can't find it in like the first 5 minutes, then it's all good. And we'll just clock out early, which is pretty sweet. Oh god, it's going to take a minute. I forgot. This game takes a long time to load up. You know, this would actually be the perfect game to play on the Steam Deck now that I think about it. Maybe I will do that. But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys joining me. I mean, normally, you know me, I usually don't stream single player games like this, but as an ending, it was pretty sweet. I'm glad we got around to it. I didn't even know it was out for a full 1.5 years because, you know, the only other person I know that played this game, like, is busy, so it's unfortunate. There you go. We'll overwrite the current autosaves. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, who would have thought I would have hit this button? Very nice. I'm never deleting this game off my PS4, by the way. This and like all 3 of these Assassin's Creed games, I'm never deleting off my PlayStation. My PS4 is just like a repository of tons of stuff, man. Oh wait, does it open with the Battle of 300? Does it? Oh, fuck. I forgot. You don't jump into Layla right away.
Tell me, Venekis, have you ever gone fishing with your son?
You know what? This will take too long. Never mind. Alright, never mind. I'll probably do it on my own time at some point. I thought it opened directly into Layla. I forgot exactly how the game opened to begin with. But, I will come back someday to do the bonus contents in the Lost Tales of Greece. So this is not the final time I will ever play this game. The next time I play it will probably just be like if I'm bored one day and maybe Ash will recommend it or something, or Viff will bring it up or something like that. Then I will come back and play it again. Again, do I think they're hyper canon? No, I think it's just a bunch of like I froze it. There you go. I froze OBS again. I didn't have it prepped. But yeah, so whoever you are, wherever you are, if you join me for this, I cannot recommend this game enough. It's obviously a labor of love from the people who developed it. It's obviously one that I very much enjoy and very much like. Assassin's Creed Odyssey has been firmly one of the best playthroughs I've ever made on this channel. And I don't just mean that because I was extra funny during it or because it got a lot of views. I mean that because as a game to play, this is one that I will genuinely remember until the day I die. And I will look back on this memory and this day fondly. And it's sad knowing that that's done, but what's done is done. And I highly recommend this game. I think that they put in a lot of good work for it. And, you know, Ubisoft, as much credit as I give you and as much grief as I give you for the whole storyline stuff, this game stands as a testament to how good and interesting and fun your games can be. And genuinely, this might be one of my favorite games I've ever played on the channel. One of my favorite games in general. Definitely in probably my top 20, right? And I put this game next to some of the games I played as a kid. You know, some of those games you couldn't mess with, right? They're classics. And this game to me means that much. So I don't want to get too sentimental. I know I am. I'm feeling a little type of way. And I appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm gonna go... I mean, Ash, are you going to bed? Yeah, this will be my rosebud. He's actually not wrong. I'll be on my deathbed. My grandkids will be like, Grandpa! I'll just be like, Odyssey. And then, I don't know, maybe they'll watch this someday. Do you ever think about that? Like, if these videos survive long enough, like, technically speaking, like, your kids and grandkids might be able to watch this someday. And, like, that could be, like, really weird in a way, you know? But, it's something I think about from time to time, you know? Technically speaking, if I make enough archives, this stuff could exist, like, 500 years from now. It'll be insane. And someone will write an essay about me. It'll be great. And it'll be for, like, their 5th grade project. And they'll put on their VR headset and, like, watch days of my content in, like, 30 minutes. It'll just get beamed into their head. And then in their essay, they'll just put, yeah, he was an asshole. Anyway, do a PSA. I don't know what PSA I could make for this. But, yeah. Shout out to anyone who watches this now or in the future, I guess. Anyway, that's all I've got for you guys today. It's the end of an era, honestly. And besides 1 or 2 shit posting streams later on, it really is the end of an era on this channel. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to Ubisoft for making this game. Thank you to that one guy for putting me on your resume. You have no idea how happy that makes me. Thank you, Viv and Ash, for showing up. For the grandkids. Shout out to my grandkids. If I ever have kids, I love you guys. Probably could learn a lot about me from the games I played and the games I recorded. I will do my best to preserve all of this for the future. And, you know, even if I get, you know, Thanos off YouTube or whatever, it'll be on my own local hard drives, and I can watch it back when I'm older, and you could watch it when I'm long gone. Think about that. I'll never truly die. Just like Alexios, I'll be immortal because my content will live forever. All right, anyway. Viv, you're a funny guy, Viv. I'll tell you that much, bro. Anyway, you have a good night. Take care, everybody. Thank you for everything.